This is Chad Brown with CJEC and NAASD LA. Hello, Chair Moore, and a very happy birthday to you. We celebrate you today and every day. Good morning to you and to all members of the task force. It's so exciting to see you all together in the same space for the first time. I wish I could be there with you, but I'm happy to see volunteer members from CJEC present in the room. Many of them came a long way to be with you today, which only speaks to the long-standing and unwavering commitment of our community to be involved in this historically important process. I want to start by thanking the 5 members who voted yes to lineage-based reparations at the last meeting. Chair Moore, Vice Chair Brown, Member Scott Lewis, Member Montgomery Stepp, and Senator Bradford, thank you. You stood tall for the Freedmen community last month. We see you, we appreciate you, and we continue to support you. Your votes pushed our people closer to realizing America's long-deferred promise of economic justice, and it will not be forgotten. To the members who voted no to lineage last month, the task force has made a decision which binds you all, and I sincerely hope you have had time to reflect and will be able to move forward with integrity and enthusiasm. There is still much work to do. Today, I wanted to speak about several concerns we have with the actions of certain members. Many of you are now aware that Member Joan Sawyer has introduced a bill in the State Assembly to extend the end date of the task force for 1 year. This was done without consulting his fellow task force members or any of the activists and organizers who have been working on AB 3121 prior to his involvement. He has also not yet spoken about this bill publicly. We want to express our strong opposition to AB 2296, as 2 years is certainly enough time to complete the task force statutory duties. Next, I want to inform Member Joan Sawyer that we took note of his claim that he authored AB 3121. That is not true. Again, we have been working on AB 3121 before it was a bill, and while we appreciate Mr. Joan Sawyer's support as a co-sponsor, he is not responsible for any of the language that appears in the bill. That credit goes to Dr. Shirley Weber and the grassroots activists who have been working on the legislation. I also want to express my own personal offense and anger at Mr. Joan Sawyer's comment last month that some Black people came over in slave ships, others came over in cruise ships, but we're all in the same boat now. I can't think of anything more offensive to say to the Black American community, the descendants of those who were enslaved and built this nation despite being subjected to the most heinous of atrocities. I believe he owes us all an apology. Lastly, I want to commend Chair Moore for bringing attention to the poor performance of the contracted communications firms, Young Communications and AB Partners. My understanding is that these firms have been paid upwards of $1 million, and yet they are woefully delinquent on contracted deliverables to the point of dereliction. To date, there has been little to no communication support provided by these firms to the Black grassroots organizers and media. It is critically important that the task force engage firms that are vested in our economic justice and able to provide the required services. I believe these firms should be replaced and their payments refunded.
I'm sorry to interrupt you in the middle of your sentence,
in this area.
But your time is up.
Thank you all again for your service to the Freedmen community, and I'm wishing you all a productive meeting today, and I'm looking forward to today's session.